make wine in South Africa?
South Africa has been making wine since 1659, first by the Dutch and then by a wide range of European immigrants, all with strong winemaking knowledge. But South Africa is not only rich in its history of different cultures, it is also rich in its unique climate and growing conditions. With the Atlantic Ocean on one side and the Indian Ocean on the other, the country is host to a vast array of plants and animals found nowhere else on Earth.
The combination of this unique history, which goes back 300 years, the amazing microclimates, which give you an infinite array of little pockets of opportunity for grape growing, combined with the amazing passion of the winemakers there to create a product which really speaks for the country and for the area, is really remarkable.
Well, I think, we have the richest plant life in the world, and that, is a reflection of the soil and the geography, the climate and so on. So it is our natural attribute that we have this varying topography. So it's only natural that we do have quite a variety and styles of wine.
The uniqueness of South African wines is the biodiversity of our region and the different aspects that we have. So for us as winemakers, we can really create a wide spectrum of really unique and interesting wines for the consumer out there.
Stylistically, South African wines occupy a middle ground between old world and new.
We like to think that we're in a very nice space, slotting somewhere between the old world and the new world, where our wines aren't as fruit-driven and as forward and as extracted as some of the other new world producers. We've got a little bit of a foot in the old world still, and a lot of people appreciate that sort of nice mix there is between the old and the new. I think that works really well for us.
Well, the exciting thing for me is that the wine world's becoming more and more sophisticated, and as that happens, palates tend towards more classically styled, more European wines. And if you think of a cliched New World style on one extreme and a generalized Old World style on the other, South Africa bridges that gap beautifully, stylistically.
The variety of South African wines is second to none.
You realize that South Africa, small as it is actually has an enormous range of wines, and inexpensive, very good drinking wines to wonderful trophy wines that are, I think, stand up at the finest tables and the finest settings.
In addition to being delicious and distinctive, South African wines also offer terrific value.
And essentially, you must over-deliver in quality. South Africa has that ability. Our price ratio to quality in this country is fantastic. If you can get better value, I'd be very, very surprised. I think South African wines provide a value statement almost second to nothing else in the world.
As wine drinkers become more adventurous, this is sure to be one of the wine regions they'll explore. So, what's next for South African wines?
Inherently, a wine drinker is curious. They would like to try new things. They don't want the same old stuff. There should be genuine interest in something new and different and good. And we offer good value for money. You should try it.
People should be adventurous and taste South African wines. They'll be pleasantly surprised because of the extreme value that you get compared to a lot of places around the world. And I think just watch the space, because South Africa is really getting their things together and producing fantastic wines.
South Africa is a great place to visit, not only to tour wineries, but to experience one of the most beautiful places on Earth.
More and more Americans have been traveling to South Africa. They have been visiting us as tourists, and I think they have come back as one of our finest ambassadors to our country. And that always sparks an interest in whatever products are available from a country.
Have you been to South Africa? And the correct answer to that question is not yet.